Last episode on Fallout Friday. Kidnapped after investigating an abandoned Brotherhood of Steel bunker, our hero was knocked out and taken to the villa of the Sierra Madre. Under the controlling gaze of the former Brotherhood of Steel elder, Father Elijah, our hero was tasked to find a team to break into the casino and learn of its secrets inside.
The villa's comm speakers have aged poorly, like the Madre, pre-war junk. The speakers emit a signal that'll set off your caller if you stay too long. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio.
Alright, that's why I packed these. Die! Oh. Let's see, break in here. Ah! Yep, there it is. Today's position.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
If you haven't figured out already, each companion area in Dead Money has a new thing to be terrified of. For Dog/God, it's traps and radios. For Christine, it's the speakers and the holograms. For Dean Domino, we'll get to him eventually, it's the cloud. And to counteract all that, each perk from the companions counteracts that specific item in that area. The holograms are introduced in the medical district. They're pretty much security guards that you can't shoot, but they can shoot you. If you shoot at them, you will do no damage. There's not like a specific weapon type that'll shoot them down. They take no damage. But they shoot you with their head lasers, and they can do a pretty decent chunk of damage, especially in this DLC where you're not given many good sets of armor. The only way to counteract them is to, of course, sneak by them, blow up their emitters, or deactivate them with the repair skill, or find the terminal they're linked to and switch their patrolling pattern, which you'll see me do a lot when we get to the casino.
Damn speakers at the end of the hall. Red light means they're shielded. Must be a way to shut them off somewhere else.
It's the basement. Clinic basement key. Exactly. Yeah, wait, let's try this the assassin suit on. It's not as good, but it gives you the 10 to sneak. It also looks real good with the helmet. In general, all the Sierra Madre, the armor variants look real nice. Use the key. God, this is spooky. Ooh, skill book. Through all of that. Link power status. Disengage main power. It's this one. Oh. God. The woman before you looks disoriented, pained. She blinks a few times, then winces, as if the act of blinking... Oh, God. Are you alright? She looks at you, blinks again, and then opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. She touches her throat, then traces the scar beneath her chin, and her eyes widen in alarm. Look, I'm here to help. She looks shaken. As she glances at the autodoc, she recoils, and her mouth opens, but again, nothing comes out. She looks back at you, and her hands clench into fists. Her eyes narrow. She takes a step back, studying you. This is not what it looks like. The woman opens her mouth again, winces, and then frowns and drags a finger across her throat in a slow motion. She looks more angry than pained for. Frowning, she touches her throat again, gently, and her hand brushes her collar, and then her frown deepens. Her eyes narrow as she traces the edge of the collar until she finds the lock. She begins to press it with her fingers. It's a bomb collar. Mess with it, it will go off. She looks surprised and then notices your collar, raises an eyebrow. Let's just say we're in this together. He frowns, looks in her eyes, narrowly and then slowly shakes her head. Okay. We need to cooperate if we're going to get out of here. If we need to cooperate if we're going to get out of here. She shakes her head again and draws a line in the air between the two of you. Look, together, we can get out of this. Shakes her head and then crosses her arms. Look, I'm not trying to order you, but your life is kind of tied to mine. She frowns, glances at the collar, looks back at you. She makes a circle with her hands, puts her hand over her eyes, and squints. She nods at you, then lowers her hand in front of your eyes, shakes her head, and then she draws a slow line between the two of you. You're looking for something else. Fine, I can help. Said you again, and then her expression softens slightly. She shakes her head slowly and gives a slight sigh. Silent sigh. She nods at you and then raises an eyebrow and nods at the door. Alright, come on, let's go. He nods, steps slightly behind you, waiting. God, this is going to be annoying because I'm going to read all of her lines. At least I'm going to. Yeah, silent interference. Assemble the crew. Christian stops, glances at the speaker, and then glances at your collar, frowning. It's a decayed speaker. If we stay too long near one, he'll go off. She taps the collar and then opens and closes her hand really fast. She taps her collar and then opens and closes her hand really fast. Her collar. She points at your Pip-Boy, her collar, and then your collar. The second she opens and closes her hand slower. You can dampen the signal somehow? She's the nod, and she points at herself and shakes her head. She points at your collar, and then hers, and then nods at your Pip-Boy. She makes a triangle motion with the scissor. Yes! Does that work with any other collar? She frowns, slowly shakes her head. She opens her mouth and dials it herself. It's just your frequency. She nods, then again puts the chin in a Pip-Boy. But only between us? Nods. If you go ahead. Yes! And then we dump all the points into science. I feel like I should get long haul now, considering once we finish the DLC. If we level up, you know what? I'm gonna go because one of the things long haul is the end of the DLC. You get a bunch of stuff, and it's eventually going to. You can't fast travel when you have a bunch of stuff. So I think actually. Well, I could pick tag, and then I could immediately get. I'm trying to think. I could pick tag. All right, never mind. Okay, when I'm going Grim Reaper Sprint. Actually, no, Action Boy, because we need to get those 2 ranks in. Go on.
What's this? Why? It's a little doll. Were you carved by a craftsman? Or mauled by a drunk who didn't know his tools?
Christian narrows her eyes and gets into a combat stance.
His insides would look like. I'm not going to hurt you. Yet. Much. Scars tell a story. Some old, some new. The one on the throat is fresh and red.
Alright. Can you communicate in some other way? Can you write? Christine frowns, then pauses and traces one of the scars on her head with her finger. She makes a notion of as if she's picking up a pencil, tries to write, and then shakes her head. Something to do with the surgery. She pauses, then draws a jagged symbol like electricity in the air, and then puts an odd, staring face. She keeps a blank face for a second and then slowly blinks, looks around, looks at her hands, shakes them, and then lets them go limp. Okay, oh god. This is why I don't get to do a lot of any other questions. Now we go to the residential district. Pick up Dean Domino.
Will our hero be able to complete the heist? Who is this Dean Domino character? And why is the message of the DLC letting go if it gives you the most money out of any DLC in the entire game? Find out next episode on Fallout Friday!